Tombo wedding agana, tombo wedding agana, tombo wedding agana, tombo wedding agana. Sokozani bogogo Ndau thobela kama kukhanya lisedi. Welcome to my channel, and if it's your first time coming across my channel, you are most welcome. We have a lot to offer you. We thank our guides. Now our topic today will explore Ndau, the people and the spirit. Now the Bantu as a people, we are no strangers to traveling and migration. Our survival has often been dictated too by our ability to either adapt and die or move and survive. Through these movements, a lot gets inherited, acquired, and even lost. There is inheritance, of course, by lineage, and inheritance by choice, and inheritance by default. As you would have noticed, we are dealing with Amanzawe. So let's delve deeper. To name few of the spirits for Ubungoma or Bunyanga, they are Umdiki, Umguni, Umdawe, Inzuza, Umnono, Abaluzi, Amatonga in the case of Amakosa, etc. And when referencing the spirit, it's Umdawe. The people, Mandawe. The language, Sindau. Some of the spirits are of the valleys, the mountains, the oceans, forests, and rivers. And along the way, relationships get forged and fortified. Pacts and promises shape the future and affect future generations. Let's get some history and get to know the people. The Ndau are an ethnic group, Shona subgroup, which inhabits the areas in the southeastern Zimbabwe, in the districts of Chipinge and Chimanimani, in which they are natives. They are also found in the parts of Bikita in the Zambezi Valley, in central Mozambique, all the way to the coast and in central Malawi. But these are not the only places where they are limited to. Ndau is part of a continuum with other neighboring varieties of the Shona group, e.g. Manyika, Karanga, and others, and has also been included as a Shona dialect. Now, in 2013, the Constitution of Zimbabwe accorded Ndau status as an official language. This part is interesting. The Muchongoyo dance, oh, I love it. It represents the Ndau culture and is traditionally performed in preparation for war and after war. The Muchongoyo is also used as a military training exercise and is characteristically performed with a stick and a shield. Though this is the basic founding information even found in archives, it's important to note that how the Ndau initiates and Sangomas dance in Zimbabwe and up north, it is different to how we do it in South Africa, as we don't stand upright, but we actually kneel. In the beginning of my journey, actually, I had the affinity to stand. And whenever I heard the Ndau songs, there was this specific movement I imagined and found myself doing outside of the formality of ukuhlehla umzawe and ukugida umnguni. Okay. Now that we have acquainted ourselves with the history of the people, let's actually delve deeper into the spirit's attributes. The Ndau ancestral guides are water spirits. They have their own language, Chindau, which is used when the Ndau spirit has evolved, and their greeting, my tongue, and their greeting is ukubereketa Ndau Tambisa, which should be ukuvusela in idloti lomnguni, ukuvusela meaning greeting. They also have their own beads that they acquire for the chosen ones to wear. And initially, with all gifted and chosen ones, the introduction is through the specific beads that allows you to know what spirits are working with you. And the specific ancestral cloths, the tools of the trade, like the Femba tools, the foreign language that is mostly unrecognizable, but you get to learn it. Now, Idumane, the red ochre, is an integral part of the Ndau Spirit adornment. The original one in color is orange and organically harvested, and mainly found in the traditional multi markets as opposed to the red ochre, which is mechanically produced and sold in shops. And red ochre is not only for adornment, but it serves a deeper spiritual purpose as medicine and part of the muti to be consumed for your Ndau spirit, for your healing. And it's also a blood anchor. Some additional information is about the meaning behind the red ochre. Most of the time, bodies are streaked with a thick mixture of the powdered rock to give protection against real and imagined dangers. And also, it's a form of identification that you are an initiate of the Ndau. Red ochre also has a spiritual value. The dead actually were sprinkled with the powdered pigment to help guide the spirit in transition from this realm to the next realm. It's also cleansing. Smearing yourself with ochre also signals to your guides that you are in the process of transitioning them on their journey, as some Dlodis need you to initiate to help them cross over or to pay debts to the ocean of Abangoma, while some need you to carry on with their work. They will bless you with their gifts. And both sexes smear their heads. Some at face, or some actually do the whole body, depending on the initiation school protocols and the spirit guide's instructions. If used for the purpose of keeping clean and healing the body, it works through poor administration, feeding the spirit, and also used for identification and connection to the spirit. Also as a form of a defense mechanism from the sun or rain, even an identification tool and a fortification. Ndau initiates her is frequently matted with the same pigment, which is Litsumane, and when freshly painted or smeared, the oil and ochre mix, it's a brick dust color, which gives a most uniform appearance. It's actually quite beautiful. The Ndau spirit guides are very stubborn spirits and love cleanliness. Oh, they're finicky. Hence, even their ceremonial services, it's white cloth. Then there's the njeti, and then there's your balu that you would be using, but I'll talk about this on another video. And when you have umdawe on the Ndau spirit guides, you have a deep link with water. Some people even the mountains, but it's mainly water. People would dream of water, water creatures, water visitations, shells like cowrie shells, which are a big part of the adornment, etc. So I will do a part 2 Bokoko Nabomkulu, which is the main initiation process, which covers Okubarula Umdawe and the beads for Umdawe. Remember Bokoko Nabomkulu, Bokoko, this is an ongoing journey, returning to your higher self. It's not a one-day tournament, and what you learn along the way is mere enlightenment opportunity. Yours is to walk your journey earnestly. Be patient with yourself, be kind, generous to yourself, and as you navigate your way through, crawl, if you need to, skip, when the edge calls for it. And that is it, Bokoko. Thokozani Makhehle, and load shedding just happened. Thokozani.